greetings. Nur had Skyped us for help her on a software to calculate the range of the actual resistor value rather than by manual calculation.
So our group is very determined to help her on the software by explaining step by step during the process using Dev, C++ or code block. We hope the video will help her to solve her problem. So, enjoy! Welcome. We will now show each steps during the process and explain the program that we have executed. This is the page that will appear when using the software Dev C++. At the top, you can see int main, open and close bracket. Int at beginning indicates that function main, open and close bracket returns value of type integer, while for main, open and close is where the program starts its execution. For the open bracket at the bottom of int main, the body of the function main is between the open and close bracket within his body. We write all the statements that defines our program. Return 0 at the very bottom. At the end of the program, we have to include return 0 statement. This indicates that the program has terminated successfully. Now, we continue with the second step. We will insert float input 1 until input 4. Then, float output 1 until output 3. Float. There are 4 basic data types in C programming language, which is char, int, float, and double. Each data type has its own size. The size of a variable is the memory space allocated in the memory required to store its value. In this program, we use float as a data to store value of input and output. So, basically, float is to get the decimal number of data. We write input 1 until input 4 and output 1 until output 3. Next, we insert printf. Printf is a function which can be used to output information to the display screen. Its function is to output whatever information contained between the parentheses. You may notice that there is \n character at the end of the printf statement. This is called new line escape sequence. The function of this sequence is to print a new line. Printf can be controlled to display different format of information on the screen. We write, please insert your first decade field describes the output format will be displayed on the screen. Next, scanf, as you can see above below the printf. Scanf is standard library function which can be used to input information from keyboard. We use conversion specifier %f in the first argument as indicates to the description floating point. The second argument is where we specify the variable to be used to store the input integer. The variable name starts with the ampersand n character. The n is the address of operator in C programming. It tells the scanf function the location address of the memory is stored in memory. We then continue. Insert printf. Please insert your second decade. Then continue with scanf input 2 and the same with input 3. Lastly, insert your last decade, scanf input 4, and close it by printf. We then insert output 1 is equal to input 1 asterisk 1000 plus input 2 asterisk 100 plus input 3 asterisk 10 plus input 4. Continue the next line. Printf the value of resistance. Then the maximum value of resistance. Lastly, the minimum value of resistance. We then close it with return 0. Click the Execute button and choose Compile and Run. A box will appear. The box stated, "Hello Nora Danish, please insert your first decade." For first decade, insert 10. Second decade, insert 10. Third decade, insert 10. And last decade, insert 10. Finally, the result will be shown. The value of resistance, the maximum value of resistance, the minimum value of resistance. For more and simpler short explanation, you can refer to our flowchart.
Hi. Just for the reminder for each line, insert semicolons so that there will be no error when the execute button has been clicked.
Insert any number, even with decimal places, for each decade in the black box.
If any problems regarding the programs, you can refer back to the flowchart for short and simpler explanation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.